thank you for visiting my channel. And in this video, I know it's I know it's been a while since I've been here on this channel, but as you guys already know, if you watched my previous videos, you'll know that I did start medical school. I've completed my first year and I am so excited for that. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. A lot has happened within this past year. A lot to be grateful for because I am here. So I wanted to do a little recap on my journeys. My journey so far in being a first year medical student. It has been, to say the very least, guys, it has been rough. Okay, this has been the test of my life, and I think this whole journey is going to be a test. And for one factor that I could say, yes, is because the weather in Washington State, where I go to school. Right now I'm in Florida in my home for the summer, and the weather, that was a big transition for me, and it has been rough on my body. And right now it's going to be a point where I'm going to have to adjust a lot in my life so that I can do my best to accommodate this weather. So, for people with sickle cell, weather could be a trigger for us in our body. And for me, that's a big trigger. Growing up in New York, it was very tough for me because I was in the hospital every month. Every month, I was in the hospital. So, for graduating high school, even though I was on the honor roll and I had great grades, they still gave me problems to graduate because of my attendance. But of course, my mom, she wasn't having it. And I graduated, but it was a struggle in and of itself. So now being in Washington, trying to accomplish this major goal that I have here, it was no different. It was no different. So the great thing about it, so you guys know that I eat, healthy and do all those great stuff. But when the body is stressed, mind you, everything is a stressor. So when the body is stressed, when it's not in balance, we will go down. No matter how well you eat, no matter how much water you drink, that will help, to keep you lasting longer. But if there's other obstacles or other influence that's in your surrounding, that can affect you. So for me, the weather. So everything went great. I was healthy. I'm starting from fall quarter. I did great. When it came down to midterms, oh my God, when I said everything went left. So first midterms, for the first block of classes that I had, I crashed big time, and it was in combination of my period, stress, being stressed about studying, stress, and the weather, stress. It came down hard on me. I went into a crisis, and literally it lasted the whole fall quarter after that, to the point where when it was final time, I got sick again. So at this point, I got sick to the point where I couldn't do anything. So from midterm on to fall, I was just sick. But when it came back to, and I was working all through that time, even though I was in pain, I was studying my ass off. Okay, so I did all of that from midterms on in pain. When final time come, I was like, no, I was done. I was done. I just wanted relief. I wanted something. So I just say, you know what? I'm going to the hospital because I need something. I need to break this. I need to stop this. So I went into the hospital and I spent a week there and came out, and I sat my finals. Everything was good. And then I went home for Christmas break. Now we back in winter quarter. Came back, started winter quarter. Midterm rolled around again, got sick. Of course, the weather is cold in Washington State. So I did what I had to do. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. We gotta push, so we push. So I got better though. That was the difference. I got better after midterms when I got sick. But then fall came again and I got sick again because the added stress. For some reason what I noticed that my period always come in those times in fall and finals. I guess the stress just bring it on. Even if it's not time, it comes and wash me out completely. But for winter finals now, I did get sick, but I was able to manage it and do what I have to do and pass. For spring quarter, things change. I didn't have a crisis for midterms or for finals, and I can say what I did different. Not only that the weather was warmer, because that's a big factor, that's a major factor, but what I did was self-talk, because in around midterm time when the stress came on, I could have felt it in my body that I was, that something was about to happen. But I started meditating more and I started self-talk. I changed the way that I spoke to myself. I always speak positive to myself, but I changed the words and made it more in alignment with school. So everything was geared towards school, how I perceived it, and it made a whole lot different. I wrote through midterms, great. Finals came around, same thing. Wrote through finals, great. So even in that, completing the year, there was a lot of other stuff that happened in between, like what I learned while I was in the hospital there, and I will share that with you in another video. But I learned a whole lot, to the point where I told myself I'm not going back there, because I was a little disappointed when I had to go in December, but I'm not so disappointed because I learned a lot, and if I didn't go, I would not have learned what I learned. And the things I learned there was in part based off the fact that I'm learning from a medical perspective now. I'm learning the body. I'm learning how things apply. I'm learning certain language. I'm learning labs. I'm understanding the physiology of the body. And I can't wait. I'm going to tell you in the other video what I've learned, and that's my journey, and I'm grateful for that. So I also had to extend my medical track. I extended an extra year for the simple fact that it's too stressful. It's too much on the regular schedule. It's just too much for me to handle with my disease. So I had to take it a step back, because it was at the point where it's either you're gonna slow down or I'm gonna slow you down. So I chose to slow down and just extend it a little bit more, so that I could absorb more information and put less stress on my body, you know, because it took me a while to get here in medical school. So I don't want to come here and mess it all up for myself, because, you know, I'm trying to keep up with everybody when I know it's really a struggle for me, you know, as an individual. So that was a change that I made and I accepted, you know, and I'm happy about it. I'm looking forward to second year, and I will continue to share my journey with you guys, because I do have more that I want to share. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me. I'm here. Um, the journey hasn't been easy, and I never expected it to be easy. But I'm on the other end of it right now, and I could say that I passed all my classes for my first year, and I am grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to what more is in store for me, because this is just beautiful. I just can't wait to get out there.
Hello.
I'm doing a video, baby, so can you
Okay.
excuse me? Thank you. So I'm just looking forward to it all and sharing the journey. I hope to be here more often, but life just gets so busy, you know. So I will be posting more since it's the summer, and as ideas come to me, I'll share it. But keep up the good fight, guys, and whatever is in your heart to do, please don't let anything stop you from doing it, because we are abundant being. We came here to be abundant and have everything that we want. You know, it's just we have to put in the work. We have to put in the work. And that work is, of course, take a part of taking care of us and putting us first, you know, and basically understanding and knowing who you are, your unique self, and don't compare yourself with anybody else. It's knowing who you are. Okay, so I'll see you on my next video, and thank you for watching. If you like, you could subscribe or press the like button.